Hi everyone and welcome to today's video. Today we have the first episode for the Alternative History series in which instead of Donald Trump as the Republican nominee for the 2016 presidential election, we have Mitch McConnell from Kentucky, the current majority leader in the US Senate. So, firstly, we need to talk about Mitch McConnell. Mitch McConnell is not as known as Donald Trump nationwide, so I think that in this alternative history, Hillary Clinton will basically carry all the states that she actually carried in 2016. And will use the leaning and likely colors, not as at the same meaning as they are, so leaning and likely, but to emphasize the margin of victory in each state. So, firstly, I'll feel the states that Mitch McConnell would win by a large margin, and they are, as always, the Great Plains and also Wyoming, Idaho, Alaska, West Virginia, Kentucky, and Tennessee. And then the states that Hillary Clinton will carry by a large margin: all of the West Coast and much of the Northeast. So, and also New York and Vermont, and also Maine at large. She would carry Maine at large and a Maine first district by a considerable margin, and finally Illinois. Then going onto the leaning and likely categories, I think that Mitch McConnell will carry also Missouri by a large margin, and South Carolina, sorry, I forgot to fill it before. Then Hillary Clinton would win Minnesota by a larger margin than she actually did, so I'll leave Minnesota as likely, so more than 5% margin, and Virginia also. Virginia too, I leave as large margin. The same I say about New Hampshire, even though she carried only by 0.3%. Then going over to the Southwest, Utah will be pretty solid Republican, and Arizona would be won by Mitch McConnell by a larger margin than Donald Trump. Then going over to Nevada, Nevada will be won by a larger margin, so I leave as likely. Colorado will be pretty safe, and New Mexico will be pretty safe, and also Colorado will be pretty safe for Hillary Clinton. Then going over to the south, I think the Mississippi will be won by Mitch McConnell, not safe, but by a considerable margin, and also Ohio, when Indiana is pretty safe. Then going over to Iowa, I think this is also pretty by 7-8% margin. And Texas, I think that he will narrowly carry Texas, and it's 38 electoral votes. And going over to Louisiana, I leave as likely. Going over to the southeast, I think that Mitch McConnell will narrowly carry Florida and 29 electoral votes due to demographics reasons and the elderly population that live there. Going over to Montana and Nebraska's 2nd district, I think that Montana will likely go in its column, and Nebraska's 2nd district will only lean in its column. Then going over to the rest of Southeast, North Carolina and Georgia, I think that he will only narrowly carry North Carolina, and would carry by 8 or 9% Georgia. And going over to the Rust Belt, I think that he will narrowly carry both Wisconsin, and Michigan, but not Pennsylvania. So Pennsylvania I leave as a likely for Hillary Clinton, and Maine, 2nd district, only leaning for her. So this is the first episode from the Alternative History series. Like and comment if you enjoyed this video. And so we now say that Hillary Clinton will have 253 electoral votes, and so Mitch McConnell will win by even a slimmer margin than the one that Donald Trump actually had in 2016. So 21 electoral votes less, with 285 electoral votes, and as Donald Trump did, will not carry the popular vote at all, because he would win even Texas by 1 or 2% margin, as Donald Trump won the Rust Belt and Florida. So thanks for watching, and stay tuned for another video.